Hello everybody, how's it going? I'm just here. I tried to go on Steam today and it didn't work out too well. I was going to do another Seth session and stuff, but I kind of went to poop. So I thought, I've been playing Seth for a while and I'm sure everybody has some questions about him, like how does his combos work, how does, all this stuff, blah blah blah. So I think it would be nice if I did like a video of how I play this character and stuff like that. Teach some people. But in order to start, I think we might want to start like in the beginning, like basics and stuff like that. Right now I'm doing some advanced stuff and some of you are going, what the hell is this? So let's start. Let's look at some basics first so we can get to understand Seth a little bit more. Alright, so this is Seth's light punch. As you can see on the left side of my screen, holding down and I'm pressing his punch, which is, I'm also playing this on the Xbox 360 controller. So I'm using default settings, so I'm pressing X for this. This is what's making, see? That's his light punch. And light punches are usually fast, so that's what it looks like. This is his light kick. It looks pretty slow, but it's not bad. His light kick is very good for when you're crouching. Here's his medium punch. It's a pretty good anti-air tool too. In case somebody tries to jump at you, you can just do that. Here's his kick. Here's his crouching kick. You can use that in the combo. Let me do his heavy kick first. Here's his heavy kick. This would be a sweep. Okay, now this one is a little, his heavy punch can be used like this. See, makes the arms, or you can have crouching, which is something like that. But when you get closer, his heavy punch does this. See? Alright, so just realize that a certain distance, you could hit them in something like this. It won't hit them. So right around, let's try here. Yeah, right around there is where you don't want to be. If you go a little closer, like up to arm's length, you can get it.
It's the battle of the century.
Let's look at his special attacks. Okay, his sonic boom is down forward. If you saw that motion, notice that motion on my screen. That's how you do it, and then you press punch buttons. So let's try it again. Now, it looks a little weird on my screen now because the button layout for this game tends to be a little oversensitive. So go down and then that way. See? Like that. We're going to do it nice and slow. See? That's how you do it. Down, diagonal, right. And here's his medium, and here's his heavy. When you do light, it's slower. When you do medium, it's a little quicker, and heavy is the fastest, as you can see. See how fast that comes out? Next thing we want to do, his Shoryuken. His Shoryuken is Dragon Punch. If you played Ryu, you should know what that is. So it's forward, then down, like that. See? It looks a little bad. It's very sensitive. But notice that you can make his, God damn it. Screw you, Cody. Quit yawning at me. You can make his Shoryuken go 3 times. So usually when you Shoryuken someone, it just does like this. Okay? But you can continue it. And the way you continue it is if you keep tapping the input while pressing the buttons, so that it will look something like this. Hold on. Alright, it's a little sensitive because the super is on, so let me try a little slower. See? That's how you do it. You press the first time, and as you go up, you continue it. So I messed up there. Let me try again. Like that. As soon as you go up with his feet, as soon as you see his feet go up, that's when you do it. It will be easier to do it when you don't have super, because the thing is, sometimes the super input can mess you up like this. Here, I'm going to do the super with the super on. This is going to mess it up. Oops, sorry. So let me show you. This is how. See? That's usually what's going to mess it up, so you have to be careful when you have super. Try to make sure you do it when you're in the air. So it looks something like this, and then continue. All right. So that's something to be aware of when you have full meter with Seth. All right. Next thing would be, I think. Oh yeah, his kick. His 1,000 kicks of fury, as I like to call it. It's down and then back kicks. So this is what it looked like. That's his light version. Now let me try his medium version. Okay, and then one more time with his heavy. His heavy doesn't. And then you can continue with kicks, but we'll get that to the advanced point of the session.
The battle has begun.
Let's see what next. His command grab. His command grab is 360, so you have to do like that. And then with punch, one of the punches. If you do heavy, it's going to do more damage. However, be warned that when you do heavy, whoops, let me try it again. It won't reach as well. Now, just notice how I can't reach him with heavy, right? You notice, well, from that range I could, but let me show you something. Like, you can't get him with heavy from a certain range, like right here. Like, you could probably go somewhere around this part, and then as soon as you go this far out, you can't get him. But watch what happens when I do light. See, it reaches him. So, light is for distance, and heavy is for damage. So you choose which one you want to do. If you want to feel safe, like let's say you do something like this, you do tap, tap, feet, and you want to grab him, you then use light, because light is better. So let me show you. And then you, oh. Damn it, Cody. Stupid hitbox. And then you grab him like that. Okay. Now, what else? Is there anything else? Oh, I guess we could show EX. That's his EX Sonic Booms. Oh yeah, his tandem engine. His tandem engine, light version's the best because because you can combo into easier stuff. His medium's not bad, but it's pretty punishable, and so is his heavy. His heavy is really, really punishable. If you see a Seth do this, just punish him. He doesn't unless he does something like Shoryuken. So, but notice that EX tandem engine takes away 2 bars. Did you notice that? Look one more time. That's the only move in the game, I think, where it takes 2 bars for you to use that special move, and all the other ones like EX Sonic Boom only takes 1. Watch. And let's see, his EX 1,000 Kicks of Fury. That's projectile and strike invincible, so it's a good move to if you're in pressure. But just be warned, if someone blocks it, it's very, very punishable. So whenever you do this, make sure you know who you're fighting against. If you're fighting against a player who doesn't know when to block, then that's the best time to use it. Otherwise, they'll probably block it, you'll get punished, and you'll lose probably half your life because Seth is made of glass. Let's see. Oh yeah, and his EX Shoryuken, which is really fun. I really like it because you can just spam this, alright? Now, I use 2 buttons for this. It's usually light punch and medium punch I use together. So let me show you what it looks like. Light punch, medium punch, and watch. Oops. There you go. See that? So this is what it's going to look like. You can use light punch or medium punch to continue the EX version. You don't have to keep using the same punch buttons. When you get the first hit like this, you can just use one of the 2 and it'll still work. So let's see. What other stuff? I think there's one more thing I wanted to show. Oh yeah, his ultras. His ultras, you have to use this button only. All 3 punches. If you're on an Xbox controller, this is a little bit easy. If you're on, like, let's say maybe a stick, I think it might be a little harder. So let's see. His first ultra is the I think it's the tandem engine. Yes, the tandem engine. So here we go.
私と一つになろうではない
It's
か
all quarter circle forwards. Double.
終わりだ
I notice I'm using double combos, so the damage isn't too good. And here's his second ultra. It's backwards quarter circles.
感電エンジンの力を見せてやろう
Okay. So that's some of the basics I want to cover. His light punches, as you can see, his light kicks. You could go like this, you could go like that. This is medium kick, crouching medium kick, his medium punch, his crouching medium punch, his crouching heavy, which you can use here. Okay, and then here's his overhead kicks if you're standing, here's his sweep, you know, all that stuff. Those are some basic things to understand with that. See, heavy doesn't come, but then you do light, and it works. So, those are some things that you want to consider. Here's his jumping heavy kick. Heavy punch, I should say, I apologize. Then this is what you do, you go forward. There's this heavy kick. Here's his medium punch. Key thing to remember with his change from AE. His heavy kick does not cross up anymore, so watch. See, it's not crossing up. The thing that's changed now is his medium kick that crosses up now. See? So whenever you're crossing up an opponent, make sure you use his medium kick. His medium kick's the one you want to use. But, let's not forget, he has a special air move. See, he has a dive kick. Now, the way you gotta utilize his dive kick is you gotta be at the right distance of range to hit your opponent, like right here. See, that's a combo. You can also do this. You can trick it, like let's say you do some kind of setup. You know, maybe just do a basic one. All right, you move it forward. Oh, well that one crossed up, but normally it doesn't. You do like a fake cross up where it goes in front of them, so it tricks the opponent instead of you going for like let's say the medium kick. So that's something to keep aware of. Is the way you do his heavy kick, you have to be at full arc range. And what I mean, and the way the arc works is you have to be at least at the highest point of your jump. So it would be somewhere like this, right about there, and then go, right there, and then go. 1, 2, 3, like that. That's where you gotta be. You gotta be at the highest point of your jump in order for the kick to work. And I think that those are mostly the basics. I mean, the only other basics I could say is focus, which you don't really, which you'll learn in different ways. Let's see, his light punch, his kicks, you know, basic combos like that. You know, those combos are easy to do. You can do stuff like this. But I'll show the more advanced stuff when this is right now the basics. Here's his red focus, blah 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 blah, and that's really all I have to have. Oh, and his super. I might as well just show his super. It's 2 quarter circles forward, and you just you use whichever one, doesn't matter. All of them are punishable. It's just whichever one you want to use, just for reference sake. Those are pretty much the stuff I want to show you for basics, and then we'll move on forward to the advanced stuff. I'll post that as well. Just right now, I just want to show the basics so people understand how everything works for Seth. Just remember, Seth has pretty low health, so that's one of the few problems with him in this game, but I'll get to that in the advanced version. So for now, I hope you enjoyed this part, and be prepared for the advanced version of Seth.